It's a gloomy day here in Stillwater in Oklahoma. Boy, it feels like there's supposed to be severe thunderstorms later on this evening in eastern Oklahoma. And I think they might be right. This is kind of a classic buildup for one of those type of days. It's nice and warm. It's about 65, 70 degrees. And just humid and muggy. And just feels nasty outside. So hopefully we won't have any over here. My neck of the woods as far as severe weather goes, but it's feeling like the type of day that it's gonna be ramping up somewhere else. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a honeydew project that needed to be done a long time ago. One of our stair banisters came off not long until we moved into the house, so it's been off about 4 or 5 years. And one of my things that my wife wanted me to do for Christmas this year was to fix this banister. Basically replace this is what she wants me to do. Which is kind of hard because when it was initially made, it was made all in one piece. So I'm kind of going to try to replace this without, taking everything off and redoing the whole thing. But of course, the stairs are on a slant angle, and so is this. So this is going to be cut at an angle down here at the bottom. And got my handy dandy little angle measurer out. Measured the angle or duplicated the angle with this. Then marked it on here the best I could. So we're going to cut this. I've measured it twice. Hopefully it'll work out. We're going to cut this, then we're going to go inside and try to get it situated just right to get it replaced. Okay, I got my saw and everything set up at the correct angle. I just put it in here and kind of moved my saw around until I thought it looked pretty reasonable. Nice spot. I have a little bit of wiggle room. These things only cost $5 anyway, so if things go horribly wrong, let's get another one. You should probably be wearing safety glasses for this, but oh well. There it is. First cut. All right, so I had to take my this piece in a couple times, do a couple of different cuts on it. I wasn't just exactly right on the angle, even with my measuring device. My measuring device, it ran out of batteries a long time ago, where I lost a little battery clip, so it didn't have any power. So I just kind of got to eyeball it. So it took me a couple of times to get this cut just right, just the right angle. So I finally got it, and now I'm just going to cut the top off to kind of match the length to the other ones. And none of this has to be 100% exact because I'm going to be using some shims to put it in place. That's the plan anyway. Alright. I've been in and out of the house about 15 different times trying to get everything just right. And I wanted to kind of spare you from all that trial and error because I figured you don't want to watch it anyway. But I finally got this base cut just right at the right angle. And then I got the top cut at the right angle. And it's just a little bit short as far as my railings go. So what I did was I came in and put like a little brad nail. I don't know if you can see that or not. I put a brad nail right in the top of that and cut off the top. And like I say, this whole piece is just a little bit short. So my plan is to go in and jam this part up into the existing railing so it'll have at least a little bit of support. I'll probably put a little bit of glue on there too, just for the heck of it. Jam this up in the support, come back, add some shims to the bottom so it's nice and tight, glue the shims in place, and then just go ahead and remove the shims around the bottom of it and then caulk it in place. So let's go try it. Okay, so here we go. Like I say, I want to jam this up into the wood. Just for a little bit of support. So I think that's in there nice now. This should hang. This cat right here is what all this is to blame. I blame this cat for this whole ordeal. And I'm sure once I get it hung up, she's going to come through and knock it out because this is their escape route, I guess. Sorry, cat. Okay. So, didn't have my shim cut just right, of course. So I'm going to mark it. Go on and cut on it just a little bit more. And we'll see how it turns out. And there's what we got in the end. Now I just kind of glued it in place for now. Do I think it's going to hold? No. No, I don't think so. But we're going to let the glue dry and see what it looks like after that's done. But I don't think it's going to hold, to be honest. See these over here? They're really put into place. They use nails and stuff they come in from the top. They come in from the top and nail them in. But I'd have to take this whole thing off to do that, and that's something I just can't do that. Like, I definitely have to hire somebody to do that. So I'm just trying to replace this one. But I don't think it's going to hold because I don't think the top's going to be strong enough to stay in place. But we're going to let the glue dry and see what it looks like in the end. You can see around here how to put that shim in here. And then I have to come back with some caulking or some caulking and kind of clean that up and make it look normal like these down here. At least halfway passable. But that's kind of at the end. I got to make sure it's going to hold first. And I don't think it's going to. I think the top's going to be too weak and no support up there, even with a little bit of wood glue. I don't think it's going to hold. My main problem is my wife's dad is like a world-class woodworker. I mean, he would probably come along and just knock this whole thing out and rebuild the whole thing in a day and a half. I mean, he is literally like world-class. Takes shops and he has a whole wood shop to himself. He goes to workshops here and there, turns all this stuff, all the woodworking stuff. I'm just the old country redneck. Say, hey, I just put some more glue on it or some more caulk on it, and we'll see what it looks like. So that's one of the main problems I'm having with this. I came back, added a little bit more glue to the top. Hopefully it'll hold, hopefully. But I think when the cats come by, they're going to want to knock it out because that's where they're used to going. And they're going to knock it right out. And it's going to last about a day. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. All right, it's been about a week. And it's still holding. It's not going anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't say it's solid as being nailed in there, but I don't think it's going anywhere either. So what I'm going to do now is come back with some caulk that in, to where it looks smooth. Little fill caulk there around the edge, and then some up here too. Just kind of fill in the gaps, make it look like it's supposed to. But all in all, I think it's done. And I think it turned out good. And I'm surprised it's still standing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.